For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsals and family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 22 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be talking about a new limited time pack that makes you coins every single time you open it. Now this new pack is probably the easiest free coin making method in this game. It's going to take you like 2 to 5 minutes to do this, and no matter if you guys have like 10k or a million coins, you can do this and you can make these free coins just super easily. Okay, now without further ado, let's get straight into the video, boys. What we're going to be doing is we're going into the store and we're buying an 81 overall player at a price of about 8.5 to 9k. Now the reason why we're getting that card is because we actually want to get the specific amount of training that is associated with an 81 overall player. Now this card's going to give you about 160 training points, and we're going to use those training points to then turn that into about 30 to 40k. Okay, so no need to rush through this. Let's explain each of these steps. Like I said before, we're going to be looking for an 81 overall player, and when it comes to getting these 81s for cheap, I would say that probably the easiest way to do this is to get core elite cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter it down by all offense and all defense. Now what I'm going to do on this filter is I'm going to look for any 81 overall cards and I'm going to remember their position. Now the reason why I'm going to do that is because we're then going to filter it down by those positions in just a second to try and find some better snipes than we see on this filter. So as you guys can see, we see a running back right here in Joe Mixon. We see a wide receiver in Robbie Anderson and Robert Woods. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter it down by those positions, and we're going to hope to see one of these cards up for a price of 9k or less. As you guys can see on this filter, it looks like Joe Mixon is still going to be the cheapest one up at 9.2. We'll do the exact same thing right here for the wide receiver filter. Any 81s up for a good deal. It looks like there aren't going to be any up for a solid price. The cheapest one is 9.3 for Robbie Anderson. But no need to worry, boys. We can try the exact same thing on the defense filter, and then worst comes to worst, if we have to pay a little bit more than 9k, it's not the end of the world. This method is still going to work just fine. As you guys can see, the defense filter is looking a little bit worse. We've got corner, we've got right outside backer, and we have middle linebacker to check. So let's see those positions. So starting it off with corner right here, can we see one of these cards up for about 9k or less? That's kind of the price point you're looking for. As you guys can see, 8.6 right here for Desmond King. That is absolutely perfect. We'll take the card at this price and we can move on to step number 2 of the method. Also, as you guys can see, there's a bunch of other 81s up for 9k or less. Casey Hayward, Bryce Callahan. You can check middle linebacker, you can check right outside linebacker, but all I'd really recommend you guys do is use the filtering strategy that I showed you guys before. Go by all offense and all defense. These filters aren't going to show you guys the newest cards. As you guys can see, we're seeing 40 minutes on these players, so we're not seeing the newest cards. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want to see the positions where we've got players up for cheap, and as you guys can see, corner is clearly a position where we've got cards up for cheap. Filter it down by that, and if you guys see a card up for 9k or less, you are absolutely golden. Okay, so at this point we've spent 9,000 coins and we have nothing to show for. We gotta start making these coins back. Let's make this a free coin method like I showed you guys before. Now what I'm gonna do is we are gonna quick sell this card, and we're gonna quick sell this card for 160 training. That is a very, very important value. That is the reason why we look for 81s. Now with those training points, what I'm gonna get you guys to do is we are gonna open up a kind of new pack that EA actually added into the game kind of secretly last night, and you can actually only open it up 3 times. As you guys can see, there is a Campus Hero Power Up Fantasy Pack that costs you 50 training, and this is basically going to give you any Campus Hero Power Up of your choice. They're all going to be in this pack. You can select whichever one you guys want, and essentially the goal of this method right here is to find Campus Hero Power Ups that are selling for around 10k or more. Now quickly taking a look at the numbers, as you guys can see, this pack is going to cost you 50 training points. You can open it up 3 times. That essentially means you're spending 150 training. That's why we got that 81. That card is going to go for 160, so we've got the perfect amount of training to open this pack up 3 times. And as you guys know, we only spent 8.5k or 9,000 coins on that card. So the goal of this method is to then go ahead and just select players in here that are selling for like 10k or more, and you're easily making like 25,000 coins in about literally 2 minutes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to open up this pack. You can also find this pack right here on the Campus Hero section of the store. You're going to see it on either location, and you can only open this pack up 3 times. Now as you guys can see, we rip this and we're going to be able to select literally any of the power-ups in this game. All 20 of them are going to be there, including actually the Reggie Bush one. But now the important part of this method is actually making your selection, boys. As you guys can see, we've got all the power-ups here. We don't need to pick them right now. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to click O, and we're going to send this pack to our item binder. I'm going to open this up again. We're going to click O, and then I'll do that one more time, and we'll have all 3 of the packs before we make our selection. We don't want to make these picks yet. We want to make sure we know what the most expensive ones are. So we're opening this pack. We're dropping 150 training on this. This is basically the equivalent of around 8 to 9k, and now we have these 3 packs, and now we can make our selection and hopefully pick a card that's selling for like 10 to 20k. Okay, now here's my little tip for you guys. When you guys are looking for a power-up that's selling for a high price, typically the power-ups like Reggie Bush and Vince Young that people really want, those cards don't sell for a lot because everyone thinks, oh, I want to pick Vince Young, oh, I want to pick Reggie Bush, that card's going to sell for so much, and that kind of cannibalizes the price. I would kind of recommend that you guys are looking in like that second tier of players, Philip Buchanan, Joey Galloway, Roy Williams, Antrell Roll, all those players that are kind of like second tier cards and people still really want, but people don't want like the most. Like Vince Young and Reggie Bush, everyone wants those cards, everyone's picking the power-ups out of that pack, and that's driving their price down. But those cards that I just mentioned, those cards are selling for around 10k. Now, I would personally recommend that you guys do your own research when you are making these selections, but from the research that I did, I absolutely love Philip Buchanan. We can sell this card for like 11k, maybe even 12k to be honest with you. So that's going to end up being like 36,000 coins if we selected all three of this player. But additionally, other cards that I like are Roy Williams. That card I believe is up for like 9k. Yeah, as you guys can see, 9k for the Roy Williams card. Joey Galloway, he's going to be selling for a pretty nice amount of coins as well. As you guys can see, 10 to 11k. So we might actually pick one of these cards right here. And then let's also quickly take a look at, I believe it is Antrell Roll. I believe he's selling for a solid price, but then I want to show you guys Reggie Bush, just so you guys can see that some of the players that everyone thinks are going to sell for a loss are not the move to pick. Yeah, so like Reggie Bush, as you guys can see, he's literally down to like 4.6k. The reason is because everyone opens his pack up and they're just like, oh, let me select Reggie Bush. I think he's going to sell for a lot of coins. Vince Young, same thing. Everyone thinks that Vince Young is going to sell for a lot, but the Vince Young power up is only going for 5k. So I would personally recommend that you guys do your own research. I already did my research. I'm going to take Philip Buchanan with 2 of them, and we'll take Joey Galloway with the other. Also, boys, if you made it to this point in the video and you haven't yet dropped a like, be sure to do so down below. I'm showing you guys how to make free coins in literally just a minute or two. All I ask is you drop a like. It literally just takes 1 second out of your day, and I would greatly appreciate it. Obviously, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, we do post a ton of videos like this. So if you make free coins right here and you want to make sure that you're able to make them in the future, hit that sub button down below, boys, because whenever there's a method like this, you better believe I'm posted it. And if you want to be on it quickly, turn on those noties as well so you can do this before literally anyone else. But there we go, boys. We're going to take Philip Buchanan one more time, then we're going to go ahead and pick Joey Galloway, and just like that, we turned our 8k into about 30,000 coins after tax, I would say, so about 22k in profit. And I could have probably done this in 1 minute. I'm just commentating over this, but I probably could have done this in like 1 minute, to be honest with you guys. This is going to be a really, really easy way to make free coins, and these prices of these power-up cards, I would expect that they're probably going to hover around what they are right now. The main reason is because you can only open this pack up 3 times, so there shouldn't be like a ton of people in the market right now that are opening this pack up and making these prices go down a ton. They might go down a little bit after this video, but as long as they go down to a price of like 5k or 7k, you're literally still making coins on this. There's so much room to profit. So let's go in here, let's sell off our cards, and we are super easily going to make the free coins. I would say Philip Buchanan, he is probably my favorite power-up player to go with. I really like the margins on the card, and it seems like we can easily sell him for around 11k. So that's pretty nice right there. Joey Galloway, again, another really good player who has good stats. Like, everyone wants this card, but he's not like the best card in the promo. So that's kind of what I'd be looking for when you guys are going through here. You can look for like Brian Dawkins, maybe like Reggie Nelson could be pretty good. Just some of those cards that are still really good and still really wanted, but aren't like the most wanted players. Those are kind of what I'd look for. Joey Galloway actually looks like he was a better pick. We might be able to get around 12k for this card, so that's pretty good right there. But yeah, that's basically gonna do it for me, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Honestly, just like a super easy free coin making method. EA added this pack to the game, I think it was like last night, and I think they only tweeted about it. Like, I didn't see anything in the game. I didn't see any like messaging when I logged into Ultimate Team. So honestly, I'm assuming a lot of you guys that are watching this video, you probably didn't know about this. So you're gonna be easily making some free coins. As you guys can see, these cards are gonna sell off probably within like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm easily making those coins on the account. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me, boys. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, lads, I'm out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the second video. Peace. So,